Welcome to the password cracking episode. This is going to be a lot of fun now. I've already found the password that I'm going to crack, but I'm going to show you really quickly how I did that. In the previous episode, we did a reverse shell, and now I want to find out what the password is. So we've got root access, but I want to find out a user's password. Now, the password is just not given to us. We need to do a bit of work. It's going to be stored in a hashed format, and we'll have to crack that hash. And we're going to use John the Ripper, which is a text file. Now, I've done this already, and I've got John Ripper working in the background. It might take a while. It depends on how much RAM you have, how much CPU. It might take, could take 10, 15 minutes. So I'm letting it run in the background, but this is how I got the hash in the first place. So I changed directory to the Etsy folder because that's where the shadow file is, right there. That's the file that contains the passwords, but they're in a hash format, right? Now, the way to find those hash passwords is to do this. We'll do a cat, which means to show the contents of the file. Cat shadow, and that shows me a list of users and passwords there. But the passwords, remember, are in a hashed version. Now, what I'm looking for is, in reality, there'll be a lot more than this, but we're looking for, there it is, MSF admin. That's the username that we're trying to look at. I want to go all the way from MSF admin to that last, just before that colon. I'll copy that, copy selection, and then I'll put it in a file. You just get up there. You get text editor, and nice and easy. And I'll do that again. And I'm going to save as the hashes text, but I'll do it hashes 1 because John the Ripper is actually using that at the moment, running in the background. So I'll do that. Now, the command I used is John -- word list equals user share. So this is the local Kali Linux. And I'm going to use the file, the rocku text file. The rocku text file has a huge monster list of usernames and hashed versions of those users. So it contains lots of passwords. Yep, that's in hashed format. So they've done the work already. So what it's doing is it's looking through the hashed list there and the passwords that it matches that particular hash. So it's going through a lot of the code many times to try and find that particular hash. We'll talk a lot more about that later. It might not make sense at the moment, but we'll get there, right? Small steps, but just want to show you what can be done. Okay, look at that. So it's completed. So now we've got to find it now. We have to find what that password was in the end. So once it's done that, we run this John show hashes text. It said it couldn't find anything, but it should have. Session completed. Maybe it crashed out. So what I'll do is I might do this verbose. I'll run it again now. And verbose means I get to see what it's doing as it's running through the code. All right, so now I think we'll do, all right, let's do this, because I just want to see what's happening as it's running it. We'll do this. -- verbosity level 3, and let's run it. Now it's showing me it will show me what it will do now. So it's loading password hash. It shows me that's an MD5, which is right because of if you notice that there's a dollar symbol, which is in that password I got, which is right there. And now it's going through that list. So it might take about 5-10 minutes. And I'll just press the enter button just to have a look at what's going on here. And I'll press pause and we'll wait for the result. Might take about 10 minutes, so I'll be back in 10 minutes. And by the way, while we're still waiting, check the top right up there. There's indicating how much RAM it's using. So this is going really hard. We're pushing it hard. We should probably increase this to 4 gigs of RAM, but that's fine. It will still work. We'll press pause and we'll see what the result is. All right, so let's have a look at the file. It didn't show again, so I might see if I can find out if it was sent to here, the john.pot file. It could be there. It didn't work. So interesting. Let's try something else. The hashes.text. Didn't find it. Didn't crack it. That's interesting. I want to double check. Maybe it should be there. So I'm not sure what's happened here. Let's do some troubleshooting. I want to see the contents of the RockU file. I want to see if MSF admin's actually in there, in that file. Maybe it's not there. This is some command to search a file for text. It's not in there. It's not in there. Should be. Unless I should be doing a sudo command. Sudo. No, I've got a feeling. So what the RockU file contains the files and passwords. It's a list that actually contains those passwords and files. So it's not in there. That's interesting. Oh, which I thought it should be in there, but that's okay. Let's edit that file. Oh, there's extra content that we're going to go through. And I just noticed that the window's a bit the text is a bit small for you guys, so let's make that a bit bigger. Okay, it's better, I think. So let's do this. We'll use Nano, which is an editing tool. User share word list RockU .text. Okay, let's run that. No, that's not it. I think I need to do sudo. Let's do sudo. Nano user share word list at RockU. Oh, word lists. Yeah, okay. All right. Now it's going to take a long time though. It's a problem. It's going to take a really long time. You'll notice up there it's working hard again. Okay, fine. So now you can see a lot of passwords there already. They're there now. So now, what we'll do is add it we'll go to the end of the line. And it's a bit funny here, so we have to, we've got to scroll all the way down. Or we should type a command to go to the bottom. Actually, you know what? I don't want to put it on the bottom because it goes through a particular order. How about we just enter it there, somewhere in the middle. Hopefully that'll make it quicker. MSF admin somewhere. Then we will control 0, and that'll save it. Okay, then control X to exit out. Oh no, there's there's a lot more stuff that I intended to go through. Hopefully, you're getting something out of this for now. You're going to be, at the end of this course, you'll be mastering this stuff. All right, so now I just want to make sure that that password is there. Yeah, it's there now. Okay, so now if I run John the Ripper again. Okay. Oh God! Thank God we got there in the end. We got there. It works. That's the password, right there. So we went the long way to find this, but that found what the password is. So what it did, John the Ripper hashes the password list. So there's a password list already there. So they've constructed a password list. What happens is the program itself goes through each password, hashes it. Okay? It then compares what it hashed to what the hash value that we told it. We told it, that one there, right? So we entered that into John the Ripper. John the Ripper extracted the hash from there, put it somewhere, went through the list of passwords, hashed each password at a time, and then eventually found the hash that matched. So the password MSF admin, I had to put this in manually, and with your own password lists, you are actually adding these manually, so you're just guessing. So I'll give you an example really quickly. If I go to Google and I type most common passwords, 10,000 most common passwords, you would create your own password list. You would create your very own text file to compare this list to this word list. Then you use John the Ripper to go through this list and then match the password that you found. Or you could target a particular, so if it's like a football club, say Collingwood or the Melbourne Storm or the Queensland Reds, you'd grab the football players' names, and you put them in the list here. So that would be like a targeted list. But anyway, we went around and here and there, and if you made any sense of this, I'm surprised. Well done. Good on you. Well done. Yeah, this is fun though. Man, I enjoyed this. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys enjoy this too. Go create your own password list. Come on, right now, go create your own password lists and show your instructor. Show us what you've done. Show us your creativity. This is how you crack passwords, by creating your own lists, breaking hashes, breaking encryption. This is, here it is. So I hope you've had fun. I've had fun. I had fun mucking around, doing silly things, screwing up, playing around with this. I had fun. This is enjoyable. So hopefully you had fun as well, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in the next episode.